Um, oh, my boyfriend's going to Mexico tomorrow. He's gonna do so good. Hi, Natasha.
Yeah, what's going on with y'all, boy? It's your boy Skrilla, you know. You're gonna make a video about my experience inside Mexico. I had to go to Mexico for my pro debut. It's been a long time coming, you feel me? Like, bro, you know, I didn't even sleep this night, bro. You know, getting ready. I had to fast forward because this video was long as heck, bro. Like, I think it was like 108 minutes, right? Like, this junk is very juicy, you feel me? So I had to wake up at dang. I had to leave like around 3 o'clock in the morning, bro. In the morning, but you beat the glass, you know. Yeah, look, well, you know, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting ready. Had to take both of those with me because you know I couldn't pick which one. So you know, I alternated between which ones I used when I was out there. But you know, your boy, you know, yeah, he feeling this up. You feeling this up. Like yo, like you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. I had to put them on for you, you know. But yeah, I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. We heading to the airport right now. We had to stop to go to Spanx, get some snacks and drinks and stuff like that. You know, we at the airport. This is my first time at the airport. Mind you, this is my first time on the plane in general. And so, like, I've been high-key kind of nervous the closer we got to the dang on terminal. But, you know, look how big this dang on plane is. We not playing airport. Like, I didn't even know we had that down yet. You know, I had to go through this, whatever you call them. Welcome to the airport, get to the dang on. Yeah, you see it now, boy. I've been panicking, boy. I was like, I don't know, man. You know, I done start recording. Once it started moving, close my eyes, plug my ears. I'm just like, bro, it was bad. It was bad because I was afraid of heights. And so, you know, we had to fly to Georgia. I passed out on the plane once, so I saw how high we were. You know, and then they started playing, you know, gospel music at the airport, and I had to call my girlfriend because she told me to call her when I landed. You know, took back off. I was almost late to almost every flight, bro, because I didn't know my way around the airports and stuff like that. Especially Atlanta one, because the airport big as heck, bro. But you know, get back on the plane. You know, I'm really feeling it. Woke up, we in Mexico City. Yeah, you heard me? You hear me? Mexico City. Yo, we lit up in that jump. But yeah, you know, I had the little Mexican next to me. He took some videos and jump. You know, I appreciate him for that. Shout out to you, plane buddy. Then the turbulence. Oh man, that jump was crazy. I was scared. I ain't gonna lie. That jump was real crazy. You know, we get to Mexico lady. You know, and I met an airport buddy. His name was Walter. Yeah, I'm sorry that I didn't get him inside the video, but you know, they got some of the art inside there. I'm a very artistic person. Not, don't play with me now. Y'all know what I meant. You know, but I have a lot of talents, and art is one of them, and I'm very invested in art and stuff like that. So, you know, but I love basketball too. So, you know, I had to take y'all on the journey with me. You feel me? You know. So yeah, you know, I get there. People look at me like they never seen a black man before. I'm like, hey, I know black people been down here before. So, you know, I met my boy Yandel at the airport. They've been texting inside the group chat. I was like, dang, like, you know, he's saying he just landed in Mexico City. I'm like, bro, you know, I just landed here too. You feel me? So I met him, you know, took him one of my trolleys, you know, on a flight. We landed at Tuxtla Gutierrez. I didn't like the way how all the trees were burnt and stuff like that. I was like, you know, the smog and everything. And we met a Mexican Hall of Famer. They call him the Holy Hand because he was a real good shooter. And he played against MJ and Kobe inside the Olympics. But you know, we get there. I'm feeling myself. We going to get something to eat, right? You know, we had to ride through the trenches. We were going through the trenches for real, bro. Like, there was a lot of nature, but we had to go through the trenches for real. Like, you know. But you know, they had a little police station there, and their red lights was like on red for so long that they had people coming to wipe the windshields, stuff like that. You know, getting paid to wipe the windshields. You know, got a little Starbucks right there. And yeah, you know, we just driving. You know, I'm taking videos of the nature and junk. And then they got them troopers out here, bro. Like, bro, they had a freaking truck with some troops on the back that had the Punisher emblem on that junk, bro. Ever watch Punisher and y'all see, bro? They had the Punisher sign on that junk, bro. Like, watch when I zoom into this junk, bro. Watch when I zoom into this junk. Hold up, just yeah. You see that? You is at the bottom. You see that junk, bro? I was like, oh, they're wildin'. You know, then he, man, you know, Eduardo Cruz, you know, he took us on a walk to the little bridge that people be jumping in. I was like, people be jumping on this bridge? You know, the view was nice and everything. And then, you know, I told him it's a good spot to go fishing. This man said there are more crocodiles in that water than fish. And I don't know if y'all saw that little red bridge to the side, but that's apparently what people be jumping off at. And I was like, and people still be jumping off here, and there's more crocodiles than fish? Oh no. But you know, I took some pictures, man. I had to take some pictures for y'all. It was really nice. I ain't gonna lie. This is the little restaurant we went to. You know, it was good. I ain't gonna lie. Boy, they food been so good. I've been trying stuff that I ain't much would even try when I'm at home, bro. Like, had me trying all that green type of sauces and junk. It had a little kick to them now. But, you know, yeah, so the food been good. You know, we get to the hotel and we just started, you know, touring around because, you know, we said we wanted to go to the gym, but we had to wait for our boy Cam because he flew all, him and his daddy flew out to the top of Tula and they had to take a 5-hour bus drive. You know, and I found it out at the time. You know, I'm thinking like, dang, it taking a long time to get here. So we just, you know, walking around, me and Yandel, to you know, just walk. I mean, it was apparently it was a fair day or something like that, or spring, you know, something. And so we got out the hotel, went walking around. Then we was about to go to practice. We told we wanted to hit the gym before the game tomorrow and stuff like that. So, you know, that man right there, he was pretty cool. You know. But yeah, you know, I took a lot of videos, stuff like that. It was a pretty beautiful experience. Get back to the hotel, you know, take a little nap, get ready to leave to go practice. Like, you know, they wasn't really originally about to let us go to the gym at first. Like, you know, it was like, I wouldn't say they wasn't going to let us, but, you know, it wasn't like brought up that we was going to go to the gym. But we told them that we wanted to hit the gym as soon as we landed. So, yeah. Got to like 7:30-ish and started going to the gym. You know, and just look at the beauty. You just see the jump, bro. The only thing that had made me feel the tough way is that the floor was slippery. Like, you gotta wipe your sweat on your shoes. Y'all know how it be whenever the floor ain't got no grip. You know, you use the sweat to make your shoes get grip. So that's what we did. We, you know, at least that's what I did. Had to wipe my sweat on the bottom of my shoes, get some grip so I don't be busting my tail in there. You know, we get excited. You know, I'm just dunking it, and they see that I'm dunking. You know. Get a little practice in. We've been dumbing out. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, we've been our coach, Juan Carlos, you know, and he was a real quick person. He was real quick. I ain't gonna lie. For him to be his age, he was, you know, he surprised me, but he's good. You know, no discrimination. You feel me? No funny stuff. And so you got Cruz too. Cruz, he a real shooter for real now. He a real shooter. And I was like, yeah, like, you know, he like that. But, you know, but we still had to put the, you know, put the belt to A on them, you know? Had to put the belt to A on them, you know? And so, you know, we had, it was a lot of fun, you know, practicing with the coaches and stuff like that. Pulled up a few shots myself. And, you know, Yandel, he you know, yeah, he did his thing too. And so, you know, there you go, boom. You feel me? That's a little bank right there, you know? I had to put the thing on them. Pause. You know, major pause. Had to put, you know, yeah. And so they saw that I could dunk. And so after we did our runs and stuff like that, Charlie, they had me dunking the whole weekend. The whole weekend. Hit it with the tween cross and then, yeah, you know? But yeah, I was dunking the whole weekend. You know, y'all gonna see after the clips, stuff like that. But, you know, yeah. So apparently Charlie, he was the commentator or, you know, like, I don't know how you really explain it, but he, like, keeps the crowd hype and stuff like that during the tournament. I don't know the exact word, you know, you got to excuse me for that. But, yeah, so Charlie, he was trying to market me. He was trying to use me for marketing the tournament. And that's basically having me dunk the whole night and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, we still got our practice and stuff like that. We've been out there until like maybe 11, 12 o'clock, bro. Mind you, we got a game the next day. And at the time, we ain't that really like paying like. We thought we would have left like around 10, something like that. But we didn't know our game ain't been until 9 o'clock because our game, since we from the U.S., our game was like kind of special. So like they had our game at 9 o'clock. Our game was the last game of the first day, and so like after that, I just kept putting my shots out because I wanted to be ready to shoot the next day. Yeah, I've been working on my shot and everything. I wanted that jump to show. So I did my little thing. And I had a lot of assists. I ain't gonna lie with you. I did have a lot of assists. I was like more busy of stuff in my stats rather than scoring. But it's like probably like 9-10 o'clock right now, and Cam is still not here yet. No text in the group chat, no nothing. Boom, you see Cruz, bro. Yeah, so like Cam, like this man still ain't there yet. I'm like, dang, like what's going on? Like, you good, bro? And so, I was trying to get a little practice in. But he got there. No, it was like 8:45 when he got there. Actually, I take that back. But when Cam got there, he went straight to the hotel. Got some rest because apparently they were stopping them the whole day. Because they had to take out. Like I told y'all, they flew into Tapachula. They was told to fly into Tapachula, and they had to take a 5-hour bus drive. So Cam, he got home, to the hotel, and then he just got rest for the night. I told him when we got back, I told him that we was just going to hit some runs, build some chemistry in the morning. You feel me? And I kid you not, Cam, he a bucket. Both of them, Cam and Yandel. I mean, Yandel only 19. He been doing the little thing now, huh, man? Cam, they've been You see him now. You people like us in Charleston. Yandel, he from Puerto Rico / Charleston. We like that down there. We just don't get the recognition. You feel me? Or either that, or like people get caught up in the world. Things happen. But yeah, you'll see how the practice going and stuff. We sitting there dumbing out on them, boy. Charlie. He like. How do I say this? Like Charlie. Of course, he's not the best player, but like in order for him to have some fun, we made sure we passed him the ball a little bit, But it was just like sometimes it was just like, man, I don't want to give you the ball, right? But he cool peoples though. Like all them cool peoples, they love us down here. And when the game came, everybody was like talking to us, like do you like it down? I was like, yeah, like we don't get this at home, like the love, the support, stuff like that. We don't get that. We got people hating each other. Or hating on each other, or like, want to off somebody, you feel me? Like, I'm going to keep it PG for YouTube and stuff like that, but, like, everybody always ready to off somebody, or hate on somebody, or mess their life up. It's like, dang, like, there's not enough love in U.S. But you about to see me knock this junk down real bad. Charlie hit him with the fake spin. Come here, cut to the corner. Charlie, he got me right with that one. Boom. But listen, right? Can't nobody tell me nothing. But this is one. I was feeling kind of bouncy that day. I ain't gonna lie. I've been sitting down all day on the airplane, off and on. I just had to, I had to get one of those on. You feel me? But I finally took a break. On Cam. Saw that Cam texted the group chat, and he was like, "Show me how the gym look like." So we showed him. Me and Yandel, we getting ready to head to the place where we eat. For dinner and stuff like that. So it was very beautiful at nighttime. The restaurant's like literally like a 2-minute walk, if 2 minutes, probably like one. They showed a lot of love down there. I felt bad because like I do know Spanish, just I'm not fluent with Spanish. And so Charlie, he already started making videos of the dunks and junk, and like. People started sharing. Like, you see how I got out there? Like, I've been feeling real bouncy, And Charlie, he needs to send me all the videos, though, because he do got all the videos. Like, like I shouldn't have to record on Facebook now. You got me added on Facebook. You should have sent me the junk, bro. But yeah, like I've been dunking so much. They had me dunking so much after they saw me do that first dunk. Like, I was dunking literally so much the whole weekend that my skin on my bottom big toe started peeling. So I get to the hotel, call my girl before I went to sleep. Woke up, we all getting ready to leave to go to the gym, get some early runs in before the game. And yeah, that's the boy Cam, that boy Nicholas, right? He got listen. Oh, I love Nicholas, man. He like, look at Nicholas, man. Nicholas, he got us right, bro. I swear. We just enjoyed the moment. We walked to breakfast. These ladies, like the food. Oh my god. Oh boy, that joint was so good, boy. And my family know I eat like almost anything, but like I had like they wanted to take pictures with us and everything, so we literally gave them that. One of the customers, we thought she worked there, but she was translating all the menus for us, stuff like that. And we went to get our jersey. Jerseys. They wanted to know what we wanted on our jerseys, stuff like that. And we had to ride 7 people in a 4-seater. Look at my boy Nicholas again, bro. 7 people in a 4-seater. That crazy, innit?
That's crazy, man.
Boy, we would listen, we even bug out. So we get to, and they volunteered us to put on like a dunk show. They volunteered me, my bad, to put on a dunk show because the first team I quit in the tournament, they forfeited. I don't know why that joint started lagging like that, but started trying to take autographs and like we didn't much get a chance to warm up before our game. Like, well, we did get a chance to warm up, but just not as much as we wanted to, because like it's like before every game they wanted us to take pictures, and they love pictures now. Like they started pulling and tugging at me, to come take pictures with them and stuff like that. I was like, man, that's crazy, bro. Like there ain't no way it's that serious. There's no way, bro. But they had us in the reserve. We sitting in the reserve with it. And so, we sitting there the whole time waiting for our teammates. And, like, we were getting kind of worried because, like, we didn't see our teammates. And it turns out that our teammates backed out, last minute from the U.S. So we had to play with some Mexicans. We had to play with some local players so we don't, lose by forfeit. And so it was like four of them. Yeah, 4 of them. 2 of them I was actually cool with. But the other 2, man, they pissed me off so badly, bro. Like the other 2 big man, they pissed me off so badly, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like I genuinely feel like we got sabotaged. I tell people that all the time. We got sabotaged, bro. Big time.
This picture, I actually like this picture. This was like a very like iconic picture right here.
But here's little videos of the dunk show and junk. Like, yeah, like you see your boy get up there. He had the lights and junk. That was epic. I ain't gonna lie. Like, once I realized that was dope. I had different point of views from other people, because some people had better point of views. So I put all that inside you. And then had my boy Cam. He been getting up there too. So we had to do a little thing. And the mayor, oh my gosh, she must have thought I was like LeBron James or John Morant. But I got a lob from the mayor. The mayor? I got a lob from the mayor. They all went crazy. That was love, bro. Like, oh my gosh, I was play of the week, bro. Oh man. Well, I don't mean play of the week, but play of the day. You know what I meant. But yeah, they had the little music and jump. And they had all the players come to the floor. We, took pictures, did a pledge and junk like that. It was real sweet. And then the games began. Like, bro, you sent me, that's a hand tap, bro. Look at my boy Nicholas. Boy, listen, my boy, everybody was hyped, bro. It's like, after that, people started calling me their favorite player and junk. Like, I'm about to go the first time we saw that. I was about to take those, first 2 steps. And then from half court, I go. Like, bro. Like, I've been beasting on that junk, bro. Like, you feel me? Look at my boy Nicholas. He tripped me out. He tripped me out, bro, so bad. Just look at that joke, man. Oh man, bro, that's love there, bro. That's love there, Nicholas, bro. I need to come visit y'all, boy, man. Word, man. I owe y'all that one. But you know, your boy, yeah, we teed up, for the game and junk, Cam, this man dropped 43 on the first game, like, shoot. Yandel's dropped, he dropped 19 on the first game, like, we've been going crazy. I caught a body, like probably 2 dunks in one game. Stuffed my stats up. These two, they on a whole lot of points, and we blew this team out bad. It was 85 to dang on 49 by the time it ended. That's a lot. Look at the and one. I saw that. That's tough. 3-point, by the way. Not mid-range. 3-point. Like, come on, man. That's tough. Real tough. Kudos to Cam. Real stuff. Of course, we needed that free throw, but yeah. Can't nobody tell me nothing about this weekend and make me take it back. Like, I love it. Fans loved us, we loved them. We wasn't going crazy. You feel me? Like, this is the first time that people actually saw me as a guard/big man. I had to keep switching between guard and big man because the coach, he wanted us at the top and he wanted us at the bottom. And so, we all just did our thing. Let's go ahead and let y'all watch the video, have a little, yeah.
Buena defensa. Uy. Buena recuperación. Cuidado. 35, el marcador 35-18. El equipo de Tapachula luchando con todo.
But as y'all can see, I really couldn't get them boys though. I had to get my boy right with the catch and shoot. My boy needed help. Bro, like, count y'all. Boy, I be going crazy, dog. But yeah, I've been snacking them boys. I've been really snacking them. I've been raw. I ain't lying.
Ahí está la jugada, Uy, cuidado. Buena bola. Qué buena. Buena bola. Buena bola, chamán. Viene el jumper, buena defensa del Piqui. Uy, buen rebote de Moreno, le da calma, el pase largo. Ahí viene Estados Unidos, viene el triple. ¡Oh! Cuidado. Tapachula atacando. Vamos a ver, dale vuelta. Viene Tapachula. Buena defensa del Piqui.
Now y'all gonna see this play by me was so dang tough, bro. Like, hit them with the behind the back. Yandel hit him with the lob, put it back up. Like, hold up, with the behind the back, throw me up. He wanted me to dunk that, but that ain't been enough time. I ain't had enough speed for that. And he didn't throw it high. Well, I did have enough speed. He just didn't throw it up high enough. But yeah, like, y'all can definitely see. I've been seeing them, boy. I've been seeing the court, bro. Like, I've been trying to put them boy on for real. I had that court supervision for real. I've been trying to let them know, like, to see weaknesses on the floor and stuff like that. I've been really seeing the floor for real. I'm proud of myself for that.
Viene el tiro. Uy, parecía buena. Uy, cuidado. Recupera el norteamericano.
Now watch me hit this little skippity skip. Look at that. Hey, kick it out to Yandel.
Cómo está marcando el ritmo. Buena bola. Bueno. Dale calma. 2:38.
And that's when the BS started happening. I was starting to get fouled and everything, and I wasn't getting my calls. This is the point where the BS started happening, bro. Like, I ain't even know what to say, bro. Like, them boys literally holding me, like hitting me and junk. Like, I literally couldn't pick my arms up. I know y'all saw that. Whenever I tried to lay it up after that spin, I couldn't pick my arms up. They were holding my arms, bro, and I wasn't getting it. But, the game was still, and it still ended off good. We ended up taking a picture with a former queen. She was a princess or something. I forgot what she was. But, they were very pleased, by our performance, stuff like that. Yeah, I ain't glad you about out of the whole weekend. At the minimum, we took 500 pictures, bro. At the minimum, we took 500 pictures. Now, we did. The mayor did take a picture with me. I could not find that picture for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah. And this is that same dude, you know, the Mexican legend, you know, that went against MJ. I think his name was Arturo Guerrero. Hold up, Arturo Guerrero, something like that, you know. But I tried. And the girl that ran that picture, she was one of our biggest fans in Mexico, bro. Like, this girl took so much pictures with us, bro. Oh, man. But yeah, I definitely remember her name. Her name was Fabiola Perez. Ooh, look at me getting the name right, but you know. Man, yeah, Fabiola and her friend, they just, like, they took so much pictures with us, bro. Like, y'all can clearly see the John took a lot of pictures. I don't know who this dude is, I'm real to you. But yeah, you know, y'all see, you know, my girl watching on TV from vape flex. But the next day, you know, went to the gym, get some early shots in. You know, y'all see what's up with my boy Cam and Yandel. You know, yeah, we definitely get some shots up. You know, that's what we had to do. But, you know,
Start stretching like. Let's just take a
I'ma
moment
see that
and
footwork.
acknowledge this gym real quick. Watch it.
Oh!
yeah, Juan definitely got right. But you know, after we finished working out stuff like that, we went out, get some breakfast. You know.
Feel me? Eat right. Eat healthy.
Boy. But yeah, you know. But them boy had them troopers out again, man. Look at this show, bro. And then he looked around like, oh.
Viene Salcedo. Cuidado,
But
Salcedo.
listen,
13 mil millones de personas vieron el partido. Ahí está. Viene Palenque.
This here is where the, oh my God,
De
bro.
2
They were
puntos,
getting
papi.
downhill so
Dale
bad,
calma, el equipo norteamericano
Anyway, bro.
está
That don't
está
happen.
sufriendo. La
And-
falta juegue.
and them-
Estados Unidos va luchando. Viene Colocho.
Boy.
Dale calma.
If you know, you know.
El Peji.
I understand they say control.
Buena defensa de buena.
This right here, this game.
Saludos
this
al
is the
buen Johnny
best team
Sarmiento,
in
Ojo de
Chelsea.
Deus, hasta
and
Kiki Pilas,
I really
Arellano,
wanted to beat
Buff.
them, but like,
Vean el drible. Ah,
our
cuidado,
big men,
cuidado con el drible.
they-
Cuidado, bueno.
Dog didn't much have his hand on the ball. He had
Vean
his hand
cómo
on the
agarra el duelo de
And
norteamericanos,
I don't
pero
even see
Buff
how they got the jump.
parece que comió puro chapulín
because they had the
oaxaqueño,
last jump.
andaba por Oaxaca y
It was
vino a
just so
Chiapas
much
y
going
tomó.
on, man. Like,
Bueno, sí.
our big man really sabotaged us, bro. Our big man really sabotaged.
Vean la mujer, hizo un impresionante Duff. Ahí está. Buena defensa, sin miedo al éxito.
I feel like things could
Ah,
have gone a whole lot
falta.
better,
Ah, bueno.
Big
Punto
man, they ain't
16.
control it.
Ahí viene
They weren't even
Palenque
control it. They
Arellano.
didn't want to no defense. You saw the
Dos.
ball this game. You got a
Un
big
saludo
man.
al chino.
There you go. Thank you.
Regresamos al juego. 2 al 1 contra 1.
It was just.
Viene Salcedo. Viene el jumper. Uy, parecía buena. Recupera el equipo. El equipo de Estados Unidos. Buena finta. Ah, que pase. Viene Peji. Nada. Recupera el equipo de Estados Unidos. Triple. Ajá. Parecía buena. Recupera el güero. Le va a poner la calma el chamaco de Estados Unidos. Desde Atlanta para el mundo. Dale calma. Viene el triple. ¡Oh!
Simple basketball, like, like, come on. And then they started doing like some crazy stuff, like, you know, fouling us while we in midair. Like, look what they did at the end there. Like that, and he hit no foul call. They did the same thing to me when I went up for a
Claro que
layup.
sí, saluda a mi papá de Curry.
And so, like,
Vino desde
it
Atlanta
really
apoyar a los
had, you know,
chamacos.
put a, I don't know. I started getting frustrated. Not because like we were losing, but like because of how the game was being played. And, you know, coach, he was trying to tell us like what we should be doing and stuff like that, but he's not talking to the big men. Like, we're trying to let him know, like, you know, we're doing our part. It's the fact that the big men aren't doing their part, and when we try to tell them, they won't listen to us. So it's like, you know, we're really playing against our own teammates and the other teams, along with playing against the refs. Because, like I said, y'all saw the video when Yandel got fouled. I saw that joke.
Aquí ese chamaco está encendido.
And he didn't get no call. So it's like, you know, don't get me wrong. The coaches are great coaches. Don't get me wrong. They are great coaches. But y'all see what I'm talking about. This right here. Big man. Like, come on. Come on. And nobody was playing defense on their man. Well, I won't say nobody, but the big man. Didn't get no call for that. And them boy, they was pulling, they was slapping me and everything. Y'all says he gonna watch him shoot. Prepped up and everything. Oh my God. Just so much stuff. Doing crazy stuff. Crazy stuff, I tell you. And that ain't much that make no kind of sense, bro. Like, if I was a coach, big man would have been got subbed out. You feel me? Like, cause I don't do that dragging on defense and complaining and stuff like that. Like, you know, I understand the game going wrong, but get your behind back on defense. Because if you don't get back on defense and shoot, the game ain't gonna stop for you, bro. Like, and you, I said you doing stuff like this. You're a big man. You're not a guard. You've been missing all. Listen, this man was missing his shots all warm up, and he was about to get ready to take a shot attempt. But look at that turnover he just made, though. Like, we all made our turnovers, but you know, number 9, I feel like he had a motive, bro. I swear, I feel like he had a motive. Look, like that, like, bro, what? Come on now. Then you want to take 3-pointers? This man made 1 3-pointer the whole time. And that was from a freaking half-court shot. Y'all see I teed up, though. Yeah, ain't no slacking on my defense. That's defense player right there. Look. Just a big baby. Number 9. Just a big baby. I can't, bro. And you know, yeah, I had to pull through on that one. Hey, get big. Talk to me nice. And yes, I did finish that free throw, bro. Best believe.
Vean al chamaco número 7 de los Estados Unidos, No se achica. Y bueno, la neta, ese chamaco trae talento. El buen Fly. Estamos aquí con el buen Fly para el mundo desde Atlanta. Viene Fly. Buena bola, Fly.
By the way, this is only 2 of the many fouls that I had that only got called. By the way, like the first free throw, that was the first foul, and this is the second foul that I had that didn't even get no call, which is real crazy. And look, no violation from leaving the free throw line, you know, before I let go of the ball. That's what I tried to tell you. Like, this jump was pitted against us, bro. Like, that's big boy facts too.
Este es el peligroso. El número 7, el buen Fly.
What you gonna do, the Rock kids?
Vamos a ver. Sí,
big man in the way. Sabotage, bro. Sabotage. Well, I want to see he did that part on purpose, but like, no coordination, no spacing. He saw me drive inside the hole. He should have drawn a big man out. But, you know, I guess common sense ain't common nowadays, so you just, I don't know. But y'all see, like, man is bucking threes, bro. Man, that was nice. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, Dale, you owe me, bro. You owe me that, bro. Man, I see that. I said double screen. Told them boy to use a double screen for Cam and Yandel because they were our main shooters. You know, and it's like every time I set a screen, it's either it's not being used like that or it's not being used at all. I'm like, bro, we need our shooters, bro. We need our shooters. That's a nice puff fake too, I ain't gonna lie. That's a good fake. And so somehow I got the foul called on me on that play, by the way. Pump. He's popping them jump, bro. He's just popping them. And as a big man, that's like I gave him full respect for that too. Full respect. Because like, that's crazy. Popping them jump, bro. Like he just popping. He been just popping them. Boom. That was after they got fouled out because of the pick. They got fouled out because of the pick, though. Me and my fans, they took some pictures and junk, after the game. Well, we did lose, but hey, fans that still love us and we still love them at the end of the day. And this place right here has some good behind food, boy. They have like some type of steak with some lemon on that junk, and some lemon juice on that junk, and like I don't know what else, but I try not to get full, so I didn't eat much. But y'all see me get honest, I didn't try not to do too much. Yeah. Pete, I trail it. Trailing, like look at the replay. Come on, I trailing.
Que estamos en el tercer periodo, 5:30 lo que resta. 5 minutos con 30 es lo que resta en este tercer periodo. Y bueno, al finalizar nos vamos ya a tener la gran final, por supuesto, en vivo a través de Score en Full
There was another play where they had passed me the
pantalla.
ball and they told me to dunk it, but I couldn't dunk because somebody had kicked me in my shins and my shin was hurting.
15 minutitos nos
But
empiecen a seguir
y'all see the play, man. Y'all
a
see the play.
través de Score.
Like, bro, see how far I'm at the elbow. You see how teed I'm so teed up, bro. Look at me in camera. Hey, come on.
Dentro de
I'm
15 minutos vamos a tener
I'm chilling. Yeah, boy, like they can't touch us, man. And this coach, talking to us, once we lost, talking to me. That's Ashley. I forgot what his name was. And then this is Abby. Also Abby, I believe. Don't be mad if I get it wrong, but these are pictures that was taken for the dunk contest. I swear I did not know I did the Jordan sign. This is Mariana. Two big dogs that we saw earlier today when we played against them. We saw them before we played them too. My boy Jose, bro. Yeah, he beat cancer, man. I was happy for him, but look at all the playbacks. So y'all can see that Mariana crop dang on came out the picture. That was crazy. Talks about the love that I will never see again. Oh man, these people love us so much, bro. We left around 3 o'clock in the morning to go to the airport. It looked really nice early in the morning around this time. I ain't gonna lie. So I had to take a video. Hurt me to have to part ways with my boys like this, man. My flight and their flight were at different times. I was hoping that we would have all going back at the same time, but we going back to Mexico, lady, heading back to Georgia, to ATL, and then I was it took a long time for me to find a way how to get to the next buildings, but that was my first time on a train. Met up with my friend Sky and her sister Jocelyn. We went to the OG Chick-fil-A. You feel me? Because I had a good bit of layover time. So yeah. And they got on my tail about walking on the wrong side of the sidewalk. I was like, I'm walking in the parking lot. Y'all decided to walk on the sidewalk. Come in the parking lot. Don't be on my tail, buddy.
I said like 5.
You feel me? This short sell. Yeah, look who we at the Chick-fil-A. I told him to say what's up to the video and Joe. Yeah, Joe look fire.
That's dope.
I look fire. They had a bar inside there. I did not know that. Like a bar counter. This guy taking pictures, and then I go home, and there's nobody but the one and only Empress there, waiting for me to get off the plane. She was missing me so much, yo. It was definitely a good old breeze, but I would never take nothing away for that. That was a great experience, and I'll do it all over again. But I want to thank, first and foremost, God for giving me the opportunity, and my agent, Jeff, and and my support system for making this all happen, you know. Couldn't do without them. And I want y'all boy to remember, keep your head up, keep it straight. This is only the beginning, bro. And keep God first. Until next time. Peace!